Okay, and grab my mic. Should be going. Whoa, don't drop anything. Set stuff down, push that away from me so I don't collapse the table on myself again. And shows we're good there. Do I have audio? Set stuff down. Yep, I do in fact have audio, so we'll just wait a few minutes for some people to come on in, and then we can get this party started. Whew. It's finally time. It is finally time. Raid tracker estimates about half an hour. This is showcasing, it's got 60,000, well, less than 60,000 kills, and then it is done. Oh man, anticipation is high. Get to my mash. Precious Kohoi. Okay. I'm trying to think, is there any news actually? That's a good question. No? Still hasn't been any news announcements. That's odd. Odd Otterson. Oh, so odd. Oh well. Wonder. It's not giving me how long I've been going for. Let me check OBS real quick. Make sure it says I'm actually going. Yeah, it says I'm going. Okay. Just need to make sure. There we go. Now it's updating on Twitch's side. Awesome. Awesomely awesome. Okay. Well, they say it's going to take a half an hour until the last boss dies. It's probably going to go down as more people realize that last boss is on its last legs. I'm still gonna give it a minute for some people to come in. Let's actually see if anybody else is readying. Yep, readying for Solomon. 215 viewers right now on the Fate Grand Order stuff. End of the Grand Order. Yeah, a fair few people are getting ready for this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The anticipation is high. I suppose that while I am waiting, I should do the final raids on these two pillars, just so that they are out of the way. So, Rider means assassin is preferred. I don't have an assassin that is very good. So, we will do this. We'll bring the Kinto setup. And I actually did have a thought on this. I believe it's you that has crit star gen, correct, Salter? Yeah. Okay. So I do have a thought. No idea if this thought is valid, however. But I want as much crit stars as possible. I don't think I've got any other ones that generate crit stars for us. And we're at 105. No, wait, never mind. Do I have anything that gives... Dangerous Beast does. So that'd be 3 combined with whatever Santa Salter gets, combined with whatever Memelin's CE gives us. If this works. If it doesn't work, then that's fine. But I did want to test this out anyways. So, let us begin then. Got some pillar business to take care of. I'm on the Gazing Star's final battle. And then we'll take care of, I want to say it's Sabnok. Then we'll do the story things, and hopefully by the time those are done, the Trash Heap's final battle will be ready for us. Gazing Star, Omon. Okay, this is actually pretty much the situation we wanted. 9 sea stars. Okay, and then if we swap to the Meme Master, does his 20 come into play now? It does, in fact. Awesome. I was kind of skeptical. Yep. I was kind of curious if that would work, and it does. So that is awesome. I doubt we'll get a one-turn kill here on Amon, but we can certainly try. Okay. Nowhere near as many crit stars generated to Kintoki as I wanted, but even still. Yeah, that's expected, but there's no attack bonus against this thing. Still, generated 60 crit stars, so you know I can't be sad about that. Go like this. Keep the stuns up. Boop boop boom. Still does some damage, nowhere near as much as I would have liked, but I don't have an assassin, so oh well. That's kind of to be expected here. Had I had an actual assassin class servant, although maybe I should have grabbed one of the, oh come on, Amon. I wish I knew he did that. I really, really do. He's about to use his skill. Okay. Meme, Kinto, Tamamo. Just gotta get Amon down, and then we can worry about more later. In fact, let me just make sure what that last one was. Yeah, Sabnok. An archer class, so Tamamo battles will be the key. Excuse me. Yeah, sadly nowhere near as much damage. Bye, Memelin. Okay, he just charged gains. That's really nothing to worry about. Santa Altar's not gonna do much for us, but might as well let her. Bum bum bum. Actually, I should have done the Kinto Brave Chain. My bad. Well, less than half an hour left until the last pillar is defeated. Okay. Tamamo chains. They're so fun, so let them go for everyone. Sabnok should at least go down quicker. As should Trash Heap. This is what I do for not having a good assassin other than Skahat Summer. But I need to save my assassin prowess for Gramps. He comes out in like 3 weeks at the most. And I need to be ready for him. Gramps will be mine. He will be mine. Tamamo, finish this. There we go. Go Tama, go Tama, go. Go Tama, go Tama, mo. Hey, Red Velvet. Nice to have you here. Haven't missed much. Just, finishing off the pillars that are still in their final battle mode. And then, once the final pillar's down, we'll do the story and etc, etc. But nice to have you here. The finale is incoming. It is incoming hard. Less than 1% of Andromalius remains. And then it begins. Okay. This time, you get the golden sumo boulder. You can get dangerous beast. And then, do I have anything that gives some crit stars? Yeah, Hot Spring Under the Moon. Alright, this should work. This should work nicely. Okay. Let us begin. Sabnok, the Chamber of Life's final battle. It is an archer class, so Tamamo will wreck face. Theoretically, at least. Chamber of Life. Sabnok. Yep, it is indeed archer. Oh, joyous of joyous of joys. Let the world burn. Let's burn the world. Yeah, go home, Solomon. You are clearly drunk. Alright, we'll do that. And C-Star drop rate will help out. Because I need Tamamo here to have multiple cards in one round. So that this can work. Ooh, very good. And here we go. So, start with an intuition. And then we swap Santa Salter for Meme Master Memelin, who has the C-Star gain CE. We apply Hero Creation to Tamamo. We'll leave the invincibility for next round, since we will need it. Dreamlike Charisma. Oh, shoot. I forgot that, I forgot Tamamo doesn't have an MP self-charge. That's entirely my mistake. I am dumb. I forgot that Kentoki has that, not... Dumb me is dumb. Gosh darn it. It's fine, though. It is fine. Oh, congrats on Gil getting almost to Bond 10. I know you can do it, do it. But yeah, this is completely my fault. Still, Tamamo has a self-crit buff, so she didn't really need her NP to do some massive, massive damage. Very well done, Tamamo. Very well done. I was almost beating myself up, but thankfully I upped that last skill of hers to some very good levels. And there we go. Sabnok goes down much quicker than his predecessors. Whew. 0.3 hours remain. We are almost at a level up as well. Another summon ticket comes home to us. Yeah, it is literally on its last legs. That's what, less than 25,000 remaining? Might as well just do the stories then, because I don't want to waste AP that is unnecessary to be wasted. So, we will do Section 7, Gazing Star Extinguished. Oh, and if anybody is wondering where the other story things were, I did want to do a little bit of farming of Andromalius, so I recorded those a little separately. They should actually be up on my YouTube channel as of like 18 minutes ago, so if you want to check them out, feel free. But the gazing star extinguished. Let us start this quest of story. So this is the Camelot people. Oh, we are the gazing star, the 72 demon gods, those who control thought and theory. No matter what kind of heroic spirit opposes us, it is not possible to burn up our wisdom. Resurrect, reappear, and be reborn. Without us, 9 pillars of the great feat will not be accomplished. Whoa, did they just multiply? Wukong's transformations aside, that's just way too many of them. Getting pushed back. We cannot take on an army like this just with our powers. Welcome, The Rock. Nice to have you joining us. Yeah, it's almost there. It is almost there. Nay, you have all acquitted them that yourselves well. What you now hear are the death agonies of the demon gods. Beings of mindless violence needing to be objects of fear. Is that not so, O distant knights of the Round Table? You are. The Lion King. The bond has scattered into streaks of light, and the ill fate has vanished. However, my lance shall never forget how you fought. We shall take on the last push. Soul, I am called the King of the Storm, the one who holds the Rangominiad. I've come from afar to drop the anchor of the planet beyond the skies. Come along, my modest silver knight. Bedivere! Yes, my lord. Switch on. Ergit? Whew. Destruction of the terminal elements has been confirmed. Disconnected from the throne. Restart of rebirth. Not possible. Agaris, Vasago, Samniga, Marbas, restored. Valefor, Alakis, Orbas, fusion, restored. Gazing Star Amon, 2 minutes until reactivation. Concentrate on extermination of enemy servants. Right, the functions have declined by 20%. The magical energy supply from the throne is also shut off. Ha! You guys are just a big cluster of monsters. You're just a croaking little frog trapped in a well. A big fish in a small pond, you ignorant fool. At this rate, it'll be enough to hold these guys back with just us. Soul, go on ahead. What? You're telling us to fight more? Impossible. That is impossible. My head's gonna explode. You may go and ignore 100 Personas whining. Just as Sun Zong says, hurry ahead, Soul. We may be servants who lack power, but we are the most experienced in manipulating the enemy in order to survive. For the remaining few minutes, we will do everything to hold off those monsters, so please. The Hassans are not weak heroic spirits, Cursed-Arm. Gramps is the very big exception, but you guys aren't weak either. You're not. My, when we hear that from you, I can strangely believe it to be true. Soul Mash, hurry, there's no time left. Yes, Master, let's go. It's only a little more until the next point. Bye-bye. Take care, Soul. I've definitely seen the results of your training. It's beyond awesome. I'll catch up soon. I pray that you'll have the protection of Buddha until then. That was actually a very short story bit. The other ones took a lot longer. Chamber of Life. Dead. Ironic. Things die when they are dead and confirmed. And this is the Babylonian group. We are unsinkable. This is futile. We, the 9 pillars that govern life, will not be exhausted as long as we have the throne. We do not fear the tyranny of divine spirits. Those that have bowed to the old humanity are no enemies to us. We haven't submitted to humans. We've just realized the future lies in them. Enkidu, I'll finish things with you later. Those guys are really pissing me off. I'm gonna get rid of them once and for all. I don't like it, but I agree. The demon god pillars take higher priority. Yes, that statement is quite an insult to my friends. Those created by King Solomon. You've really done it now. I did sympathize with how you were born, but it seems the conclusion I came to was different. See, I agree with Ishtar. I'm going to fight with every ounce of magical energy I have, yes? At least that's what I wanted to say, but I think we're missing a team member. Where's Merlin? If he's slacking off again, I'm going to give him a Buster Death Lock from the top rope. Oh, where is Meemlin? Merlin isn't participating this time. He can't walk here, so boo-hoo for him. But he did leave a message for Soul. Sorry I can't have fun with you all. I'm a little busy updating Wait, what? You're updating a website? Meemlin? You're enabling Roman? I don't like it, Meemlin. I don't like it at all. But you know, if I keep showing up, the other supporters won't be appreciated. Oh no, this is just more of a summary of why he doesn't have too many banners. Because if he kept having banners, other supports would not be appreciated. So I'll be waiting to form a bond when you take back the future. More specifically, through a Piku. And that's it. The end part had some despicable jargon, so I made some cuts. Rip Caskill. Think he has more friends than Gil confirmed. Confirmed indeed. Merlin's helpless. He's always only thinking about himself until the very Hold on, wait. A second? Did I just hear something that destroys my entire world? Doctor, I'm sorry about this, but online idols don't just magically appear on the internet. A third party physically produces their content. You should wake up to reality. Huh? Oh, come on. Magimari is real. It's just that she's managed by a complete slimeball, that's all. Oh, Roman. Sweet, innocent Roman. Poor, innocent Roman. I'm not feline good about this. A shut-in. He's not living in reality. That's... I can't wrap my tongue around that. Like me. No, it's not sad being a shut-in. It's sad that he's not training his body. If one's stuck in a small prison, one can always work out. There will always be a time when working out will come in handy. Yes, just like this, I can push back a demon god pillar straight on when it ceases they sprouts. Well, you shouldn't overdo it, but the demon god pillars in this base are especially lively. You don't need to stay here if this battle's to our advantage. Please hurry on ahead, Soul. Fortunately, we have 2 servants that specialize in defense here. Wishwakamaru is correct. We, the ambassadors of Chaldea, shall take care of things here. Let's have a banquet again someday. Yeah, that was a nice banquet. Our Lord has given us his blessing. Prepare yourselves, demon gods. No matter how many come at us, we simply have to continue to slice them up until we die. I shall show you why all these tales are written about me. Again, a fairly short story segment. The other ones are quite lengthy. Okay, why has the kill count not gone down at all? That's actually kind of disturbing me. Okay, so I need to get in my Chloe here, since clearly I need to help out with this. Didn't want to, but if I have to, then I have to. Alright, this setup should do fine. Right? Crit star, crit stars, buster, yes, this should do. Because this is the saber boss. Maybe I actually have to be in here for the count to update or something. The trash heap. Didn't want to wait. Oh, there we go. Now there's only less than 9,000 pillars left. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We might be in this raid as it falls. Ugh. I don't like this current situation. C-star drop rate for Tamamo. Because we need multiple Chloe attacks in order to finish this Andromalius off. But more crit stars is better. 36 crit stars. Still no multiple Chloe attacks though. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna have to do a multi-turn stun tactic on this, aren't I? I dislike that. That I have to multi-turn stun. Oh, less than 7,000 pillars remain online. Oh, look, there's you. Where? Okay, so now we can do this. Attack boost up. Gain crit stars. Swap out Tamamo for the meme master Memeland. In the trash heap? No, you're not in the trash heap, Red Velvet. You have more than 100 kills on this pillar? Good gracious, that is a lot of kills, The Rock. That is a metric ton of kills. I honestly did not do as much on this pillar just because I wanted to do a little bit, but then I got what I needed, so I stopped. Alright, Chloe, let's see how you do here. Really? I don't like that most of those crit stars were drawn by other things. One of the pillars' names is Amy? Ah, I see, I see, I see. Well, all I see is a red velvet cheesecake. I do not see an Amy. You're just a red velvet cheesecake, remember? You're a caster servant, remember? Also, good Chloe. Very good. The Crit Queen returns. Alright. Hopefully this pillar is now down for the count. Then we can do the final battle on it. Final bit of story, and then Solomon awaits. Are you kidding? Less than 3,000? Grog. This game is teasing me so. I guess I have to be amongst the final raid on this thing. No, you were 5-star, remember? Less than 2,500 of the pillars remain. Okay. We have 2 right now. But do I want it? No, not yet. We can still generate crit stars, however. Generate crit stars. 28 means 48 if we have the appropriate setup, and we do. Less than 1,000 pillars remain, everybody. Less than 1,000. This is it. This is the final round that this pillar will live. It doesn't matter who I swap out, actually, so swap out Tamamo. Pizza Roll is a grand assassin. It's the grand assassin, remember that. You are a 5-star caster, though. Okay. And then there's still Herobrine, the 5-star ruler. No, Herobrine was the Avenger. Steve was the ruler. Anyways, okay. Go, Chloe, go, Chloe, go. Crit Queen Chloe rises again. Let's see, how much damage does the MP do? 370,000, respectable. And the Buster did over 211,000. That's my Chloe. And that should finally be the pillar's death. Please. I'm almost at a level up as well. True. A very true point there. Okay. The final battle with the Andromedus the Trash Sheep. We will go ahead and burn an apple for it, because this is it. After this and the bit of story, the final battle awaits us. Section 9, Andromedus the Trash Heap. Final battle. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I'm getting hyped! Trash Heap 1 of 1. Final. Let's make this trash heap into nothing, everybody. Okay. This is a little less than ideal, but I can work with it. And I forgot to do Chloe's crit start helper. Oh well. 17. Still not there yet. That means that the next roll will have 2 skills for Chloe. This should generate a metric ton of crit stars. The initial 10, the 7 generated passively by their buffs, and then the 40 or the 20 generated by Meme Master Memelin does guarantee that we have maximum DACA here. So swap Tamamo. Heyo, Phoenix. Heyo, heyo, heyo. This is the final fight against the Trash Heap Andromalius. And then Solomon himself awaits. I am honestly shaking a little bit in anticipation. Because I am nervous as heck. Yes, it has been an honor, The Rock. An honor indeed. I'm gonna do amazing? Oh, I hope so. Sadly, without a Buster card there, we didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I would have liked. But it is fine. This is fine. We have invincibility, so finish off this pillar. And then the finale can truly begin. Really? Ah! 9,000 health left. This trash heap is tough when you don't get a Buster card with the crits. Oh wow, a single target? No wonder it's a trash heap. It's only got single target attacks. Alright, now the trash heap is done. Finally. And then we get the cutscenes, all of the event servants, which was actually quite honestly pretty epic to see all the event servants just come out, even if I didn't get half of them. And there's the level up. Okay. Free summon ticket. And yeah, I don't think that we can even... Yeah, we have to finish this, and then it begins. Hello, Mr. Otak. Nice to have you here. We're almost there. We're almost there. Perish. Perish the ones who carry flaws. Perish like moths drawn to a flame. I'll see you when you're back, Red Velvet. That's my line, King of Mages. These are the desired results after telling mankind to carve their own tombstones. What are these extras? What are these flaws? What do you call this mass salvation? You say joy and sorrow, life and death should all perish. I see it is truly salvation. What a relief that would be. Of course, there's something I reject. I'm dying to rip all of you apart. You who've insulted my anger. Oh! This is not part of the plan. Not part of the plan. Cursed command terminal using your wretched avenger. Your one and only whim has led this sort of heroic spirit into my territory. Count. Please, come closer. I need to stab you. I need the Gramps Catalyst. I need the Gramps Catalyst. Come close so I can stab you, Dantes. So you're in Babylon. What happens when you don't beat Solomon? Actually, if I understand correctly, you just don't get to participate in the big raids, but all of the other pillars should have one-off fights for you, if I remember reading correctly, Mr. Otak. Because a lot of people were concerned. As you can see, my hands are full of non-stop fighting. Light me a cigarette. I wasn't aware I had a lighter. Good enough. You've grown up a bit, soul. Now go and declare a checkmate on them. The demon god pillars are endless, no matter what we do. We'll hold them off somehow until all of us die out. You idiot, don't give me that face. Those of us here are all mostly outcasts that fight freely. We will all fight freely and die freely. It's no reason for you to stop here. That's what he says. What should we do, Master? I'm leaving the rest to you guys. That's the spirit, Master. Now go on. The battle of the heart-blazing revenge. Either you fulfill your duty first or we disappear first. I'm getting excited to find out. Of course, I'll be betting on you. After all, you lived through those 7 days. I'm sure you'll finish off the King of Mages. That laughter does not do good for the throat. Okay. Primeval Holy Gate of Ceremonia. No battles on this first part. Thrones of the Light Bands. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All demon god pillars in the temple have dialed down their activity. The route to their throne has opened. It's our one and only chance, Master. Alright, let's go, Mash. Yes, we cannot waste everyone's efforts. Oh, that... Good, no demon god pillars detected at the throne. All you need to do is dash through. There's a fissure in space about 1 kilometer up ahead. Beyond that must be the King of Mages' throne. Well, leaving that aside, Romani, the final battle is right before us, but let's confirm a few things. The one who carried out the Incineration of Humanity, the one who waits at the temple as the Mage King Solomon, who exactly is that? Is he real or is he fake? Is he a heroic spirit or is he something else? Whether it's true or false, as the commander, you should have an answer by now. Don't you think that information is necessary for Soul? Well, that's... Please tell us. Please, tell us! Yes, I agree with Senpai. Dr. Lin, please tell us your thoughts. Fine, it's only assumption, but I'll tell you. Although it's a bit embarrassing when you guys are about to fight the answer itself soon. That Solomon is not an imposter. When we made contact with this Temple of Time, that fact became undeniable. Because what makes up this temple is Solomon's magical circuit itself. Ooh. No one besides Solomon can control King Solomon's magical circuit. Which means that the possibility of a third person using his name has been eliminated. But that doesn't mean we can jump to the conclusion that he's real. What do you mean? There's still the possibility of someone controlling him, or else... If King Solomon isn't the same person he was in life, he may have become a different class, like Jeanne d'Arc or Ku Klux Klan, correct? Yeah, but even if Solomon became an alter, I don't think it would change much. But the opposite of good is evil, and evil is the opposite of good. Solomon is nothing. He would remain the same, no matter what. Nothing, don't you mean neutral? Nope, nothing, because he never wished for anything. King Solomon was never allowed a will of his own. He was a creature born to become a king. He's different than King David, who became a king after starting as a shepherd. He was the child that the great King David offered to God to become an even greater king than him. Someone does not have the same mindset or life as a human, that kind of freedom. Those human rights were not allowed. Although he had more than enough divine and royal rights, King Solomon barely had any human feelings, so he's like the Lion King. And that's why you're saying he wouldn't be evil even as an alter, but anybody can see that the King of Mages is pretty evil. Yeah, that's what gets me. Maybe Solomon had a human-like concept of good and evil after all, and he gained evil motives after turning into a different class. That's what I thought. But that's not it. I'm certain of it after coming here. That thing is King Solomon, but the inside isn't. It's the same as Kingu. It means that thing is just King Solomon's corpse. Oh, something's possessing the corpse of King Solomon. Corpse? Then when he said he resurrected himself. Yeah, King Solomon literally meant he just raised the body back from the dead. Later, to prepare for the incineration of humanity, he spread the seeds of the demon god pillars, his minions. And he created the Singularity and lived until the year 2018. Well, although this place doesn't really have a concept of time. What is the inside, then? That is a very good question. Yeah, we've been getting a taste of his true identity all along. What I don't understand is the reason. Why did they come up with such a purpose? That was the thing I just couldn't understand. That is why I've been silent up until now. There's no need to worry anymore. Because now we can ask him the answer in person. Okay, you're almost at the dimensional fissure. After you go through that, you'll be at the center of the temple. The throne of the man who was called Supreme King resides there. This will be the last transmission from Chaldea. No, our last conversation. Romani, don't make it sound so grim. That's why I'll ask you a question I could never ask you until now. Nash, do you have any regrets? Is this the outcome you really hoped for? Oh, Mash. That's right, her lifespan is finite. She's fighting with us so she doesn't have to stay at Chaldea and wither away. She wants to fight with us until the end. Of course it is, Doctor. I have no regrets, even to the very end. Mash. I see. Then go and show off that strength to Solomon. I wish you the best of luck, Master Soul. Your enemy is Solomon, the King of Mages. With all the strength you've built up until now, destroy the Singularity. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Throne. Throne of the Light Band. Enemy class is unknown. Likely means a beast-classed enemy. Which means that cavalry-class enemies are a little bit more effective, I want to say. So we need Meemlin. I need the Meemlin with that. And then, sorry Chloe, but I'm dropping you for Kinto. Sorry Seek, but I'm going to... Yes, this'll... No, I need to go full power here, Chloe. And we'll give you a Kaleidoscope. And Mash, you will also get a case scope if you can afford to hold on to it. Nope. Too short. Just too short. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. Kentucky is our golden boy here. Let's see if we can't kill a king of mages. Or at least his corpse. I guess people don't really die when they are dead. Gramps? I have seen much sorrow. I have seen much grief. I have seen much misery. Even if Solomon did not feel anything, we could not endure any further cruelty. Don't you feel anything? Don't you want to correct this tragedy? No, it is God who punishes men. The king just regulates them. The sadness of others does me no harm. All humans are creatures who reach that conclusion. The rationale is unacceptable. Such a system cannot be allowed. We discussed this. We reached a decision. To take leave of everything, this sapient being had mistaken even the meaning of God. I'm getting chills here. Oh, this music. Visibility has returned to normal. This is the King of Mages' throne. Foe, when did you get here? We left you at Chaldea for this mission. You have Foe? Probably not the best time to have your adorable self around here. Eastern section, Observatory, Armory, Chamber of Life, silenced. Western section, Information Center, Control Tower, Gazing Star, silenced. We underestimated the heroic spirits. Even though we do not disappear, to be defeated in battle over and over is not what we expected. Confirming a figure on the phone. It's the King of Mages, Solomon. Yes, we've met once before, I believe. Welcome, Chaldea's master. Kings are usually pleased to show hospitality to guests from faraway places. I, unfortunately, hate humans. I will give you neither a reward for your long journey, nor goodwill. All I have for you is fury, and the question, why? Why have you come here? Why couldn't you have restrained yourselves for just a few more minutes? We were putting the finishing touches on the virtual first noble phantasm, Ars Nova. Why must you appear before the startup calculation was complete? First virtual noble phantasm? Like me, he didn't know his noble phantasm's true name. This King Solomon is... That is correct. I have 3 noble phantasms. The virtual first noble phantasm just needs a matter of minutes to mature. The second noble phantasm is the space itself. The time of coronation hath come. I am the beginning of eternity. Ars Paulina. In other words, my reality marble, Solomon's grand temple of time, a workshop of void space outside of physical reality and isolated from time. The second noble phantasm is this domain itself. The third noble phantasm you mentioned must be the bands of light. According to Chaldea's measurements, the energy it would take to exceed the bands of light doesn't exist on Earth. That's what scorched the entire Earth, ended the human race, and incinerated humanity. Of course not. Do not tell me Chaldea's commander can be so blind. It is true that these bands of light could burn the outer layer of this planet. But how would I benefit from that? Why do you think I would have gone to the trouble of incinerating you, bot? You have it backwards, Mash. Unfortunately, an energy source exceeding the bands of life doesn't exist on Earth. Fool, that's exactly right. Because it is made of you people. The bands of light are made up of all the energy gathered from Earth. By destroying the foundation of humanity and reducing the strength of human history to 0, our gaze can then set fire to all. Flames will engulf the surface, burn all life and civilization, and finally be extracted as residual spiritons. After all, there's only one Earth. The amount of heat obtained upon burning it doesn't amount to much. But it's different with all the planet's inhabitants. No matter how many of you I killed, you continue to prosper. I made the singularities, fractured history, and cut the connection between what came before and what followed after. Reaching from the present into the past, I was able to wring out nearly limitless energy. The bands of light unify all of that. The heat you looked upon was the planet's passion. It is the vestiges of people of each era, the consolidation of everything, the very crystallization of human history. Then it's true. Your aim isn't to destroy the human race, it was just to use humankind as fuel. It's just as Mr. Holmes speculated, but then what will you use that energy for? Why do you need that much magical energy? Of course, so I can attain the ultimate position. We have no faith in you. If no one is going to achieve it, then I will. If no one can conquer death, then I will. And you will die miserably. Cling to your insignificant lives for the brief moments remaining before my great task is complete. Just who are you, Solomon? I am Solomon, or at least this body is. But let that be the end of our entertaining conversation. It is time to commence our thrilling massacre. The heroic spirit's resistance means little. Granted, as long as the throne exists, they pose an inexhaustible threat. But in the end, they are mere servants. If I kill their master, it is all over. You are the anchor for these heroic spirits. If you perish, every single one of them will leave. Honestly, what could be easier? Truly, you should have just enjoyed humanity's final year. All of your actions have been for nothing, soul. Oh, the worst master of the human race. The payoff begins now. Burn to ashes like trash. The human race will perish with you. I hate to say it, but he's right. We can't fight unless we're summoned. That's the limit of a heroic spirit and a servant. In every era, the ones who build things are always living on the cutting edge of the future. Yeah, that's why you're gonna get there, soul. You'll reach the place we can't go. You'll cross over the 7 Grails and reach the end of time. And then you'll corner that bastard, Grandcaster. It's something only you can do. Thanks, Mordred. No, you're wrong. Senpai's battle hasn't been meaningless. No matter how tough or painful things got, Senpai always did everything he could. He always kept moving forward. All of those efforts have led us to this temple. Master Soul is the best master. We're proof of that. Master, I await your orders. By your will, I will crush Solomon, the king of mages. Let's go, Mash. Fine. A suicide attack, is it? Then I shall enjoy it from my front row seat. Your vain efforts, your impotence, your frustration. Offer it all up to us. Oh boy. Heart is pounding. Here we go. Mage King appears. It's time to drown in a sea of anguish. Okay. Okay. This is actually fairly good. This is fairly good. Okay. No, I didn't mean to stun. That's a waste. It's a waste. Calm down. Calm down. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. We can do this. Come on, Crit Toki. I need you to visit me today. Oh, that's so good. We have a guaranteed crit for Crit Toki. Solomon is a mage, actually. I was worried he was going to be a beast class. But bringing Crit Toki here is even better. Oh, that damage. Oh, that damage. Oh, that damage. Oh. Almost one-turned him. Almost one-turned the King of Mages. Oh, that was so close, man. Look at that. Look at how much damage we just did. Oh, oh, that was... I was very worried for not as much as I needed to be. Whew. Okay. Okay. Get a drink. Oh. Did you think it was over? Too bad. That was a warm-up. This is the main event, Chaldea. It is dead silent. That is very, very much ominous. Yeah, you did say I would do it, Phoenix. That you did. However, that was quite the display of struggle. I commend you. That blow just now reached the core of this body. Getting an abnormal reading on King Solomon's spirit origin. Master, be careful. I don't know anything about rings, but yeah, I know. I need to be careful here. I'm not an incompetent king, though I declare the human race foolish. I value you correctly as strong, fierce creatures. As such, I praise you for putting up a good fight, and grant you the honor of witnessing my true form. Bands of light, illuminate the throne room. Let the great feat begin. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is not the peaceful metal it once was. Demigod pillars are proliferating. They're covering the throne room.
Let this room be filled with our blessing, for one of the beasts of disaster, an evil of humanity, shall manifest right here. Oh God. Master of Chaldea, you asked me who I am. I'll answer that question. I existed as Solomon, the King of Mages. I am the King of Mages' avatar as well as the system he created. I am the first familiar he created that became the foundation for you mages. I ruled a nation with Solomon and was left behind when he died as a primordial curse. I used Solomon's body as a nest and achieved incarnation through a summoning spell. My name is... Oh God, that looks terrifying. Well, I will rid myself of the title King of Mages. There's no need for deception. I had no name, but if you want to call me something, call me this. I am the one who shall attain true wisdom, as was desired of me. I am the one who shall devour you to reach a new height and create a new planet. I am the one who shall gather 72 curses and set flame to all of history. I am the ritual for the incineration of humanity. I am Goetia, the king of demon gods. Is he made up of every single demon pillar? He looked like he was made up of every single demon pillar. The future. Unknown again. Second verse, same as the first. Go for the meme master. Go for meme Kentucky burst. Goetia, the name of the 72 demon gods combined. A living summoning spell that hid itself inside King Solomon's corpse after his death. Then it gained a will and incarnated. Not just that, the spirit origin signature I'm seeing doesn't even belong to a caster anymore. That is no longer King Solomon's body. It's one of the 7 evils of humanity. A beast of calamity. Beast the First. Correct. I am. No. We were made by human hands. I am a higher dimensional being that no longer requires flesh and blood. I was granted greater powers than humans and once lived to serve them. But that is no longer the case. I am done with humans. Once there was a king who was omnipotent and omniscient. He was given these powers by God. His eyes could see the past and future and know all there was to know about the world. We became that man's shadow and saw what he saw. No, as we were his guardian spirit, we had no choice but to synchronize with him. We saw much sadness. We saw many betrayals. We saw much pillaging. We saw many ends. We have seen enough and will see no more. Even the gods can meet no end on this planet, except through annihilation. We no longer care about humans or the future. What I seek is a perfect environment to raise a healthy, sapient being. This planet was a mistake. It was madness, predicted on life with a fixed duration. I will reach the apex of it all. I shall go 4.6 billion years into the past, and bear witness to the moment when this celestial body was born. I shall absorb all its energy, and make myself into a new planet to remake this world. I shall rewrite the book of Genesis and create a world without the concept of death. That shall be our grand deed. Okay? No joking. That is exactly what I wanted to do when I was much edgier and in high school. Was somehow go back to the beginning of time and eliminate the concept of death. I have no words for that. Although that I can somewhat realize where Solomon is coming from. We did not destroy mankind out of hatred. We needed the energy to venture to the past. We needed it to perform the infinite tuning to witness the birth of a planet. A plan like this requires a vast amount of magical energy. To be precise, 3,000 years worth of the magical energy stored by all sapient beings. And so, by turning all of human history from 1000 BC to 2018 AD into magical energy, we would have acquired the necessary amount to journey to the beginning of the planet. That is the only reason for us to incinerate mankind. To us, humans are just fuel for a propulsion device that could launch us to the very beginning. Behold the throne. That is the convergence of your lives. Our bands of light are the infinite possibilities of human history. Those born of humans will pose no threat to them. He sees things on a whole different scale. No one can beat those bands of light. I see. I was born for this exact moment. Isn't that right, Doctor? Mash? She wasn't born of humans. Now then, I have shown you due respect. It is finally time for retaliation. As you heard, we are very busy. My true work is still waiting. Even beings as foolish as you understand how annoying it is when work that you thought was finished comes back to you, right? The time has come. The plan for the remaking of the planet is complete, and obviously on this journey to the apex, you are unnecessary. I shall now perform my last task in this region, in this era, and on this earth. Welcome, everyone. Now die. The words that end this useless discussion. Goetia, the king of demon gods, has entered a combat stance. If he uses those band of lights, we can't win. We need to defeat him somehow before he uses his noble phantasm. Oh, God. I kind of feel like I am a little bit like Goetia the Rock. Kind of a little bit. And yes, he is an edgelord. He has the power to back it up, though. Advent Beast. Evil of humanity. Welcome. Straight to the point. You are going to die. Pointless talk ends here. Okay. I am honestly shaking a little bit here. Oh no. No effect. It's fine. He might not have the defense debuff, but it is fine. Tamamo swap for the meme master. Hello, Browsy. Nice to have you joining in. Come on, Cryptoki. No debuffs? Oh boy. That does not lend me confidence. Come on, Cryptoki. Go, Cryptoki. Go, Cryptoki. Go. Go, Cryptoki. Go, Cryptoki. Go! Good. That's some decent damage. Okay, he's already almost half dead. He is more than half dead. Evocation is a charge gain. I forgot to do the Buster buff. That's a mistake by me. That's my own bad. That would have probably helped out quite a bit. Sorry, I'm just so nervous. Okay. Okay. Go, Cryptoki. Go, Cryptoki. Go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I almost did it. I almost did it. Oh, he was right there. Foe, foe. Deployment of Goetia's third noble phantasm confirmed. It can't be stopped, can it, Master? How boring. Why would you simply accept this, Mash Kyrelite? Goetia? I've come to understand you. Can you not understand me? We both know how utterly meaningless life truly is. We mourn the death's inevitable approach. Isn't that right? The future is hollow. Humanity is worthless. Because even alive, they must be in constant fear of death. No matter what, death always comes for them, and separates people from each other. I tire of it. A world without death should be exactly what someone like you wishes for. Though we are all one now, a measure of uncertainty yet remains. We want someone, just a single person, to understand us. If we have even that much, then we can be completely certain in our plan. Oh no, I understand him! He's certain of his plan! Mash Kyrelite, a life made by man, and one that is about to disappear. Join with us in rejecting all of human history. Tell us that we are correct. Just say one word, yes. With your assent, we shall permit you to journey with us towards the apex. Wow, that's quite the offer. Goetia, I'm sure you are well aware, soul, that her life has long since reached its limit. Honor thy neighbor, believe in thy friend, love thy comrade. If that is what human righteousness is, then do not interfere. Something within us is telling us not to leave her to die, to not let the last memories of this planet be of tragedy. Don't you feel the same? The incineration of humanity cannot be stopped. If you're going to die either way, shouldn't you at least save Mash? Mash? Oh. Oh. Why am I so similar? That's right, you've been asking me the same thing all along. It's true that if death is certain, then life is meaningless. I can't not deny that. If you agree. But meaning isn't something humans find in their own lives while they live. It's true that a world without death or endings would be one without sadness. But that would be wrong. Even if I could live for eternity, I wouldn't want to. The world I'm seeing is the one that's right in front of me. Even if my life ends in the blink of an eye, I want to see every second I can of this future. Senpai, will you hold my hand one more time? Mash? Of course. A shame. Then burn to ash, along with this era. Third Noble Phantasm deployment complete. I shall herald the end of humanity with the fire that scorches the world. Farewell, soul. Farewell, Mash Kyrelite. Your journey ends here. No. Leave it to me. Mash, no. No, Mash. Just getting started, Master. Your battle isn't going to end in a place like this. Mash. Mash! Mash, you better not. Mash, no. No, Mash. Do not frickin' sacrifice yourself. Now allow me to show you. This is the end of your journey. The end of human history. This is the moment my great work is completed and the planet is reborn. Deploying Third Noble Phantasm. The time of birth hath come. I am the remedy of eternity. Now burn like the garbage you are. Ars, Almadel, Salamanis. That which heals all wounds and grudges, our glorious homeland. Manifest yourself, Lord
Oh no, Mash! Please no! Come on, Mash. Come on, Mash, you can do it. She's holding it off. That scream. It was like time had stopped. What's with this sad song? Nothing on Earth existed that could stop those bands of light, but that was only if one thought in terms of physical loss. Her defense was a shield of the psyche. If there was no impurity and no hesitation within it, its invincible walls would never melt or break. I knew that. Of course. The walls of her castle could defend against even my third noble phantasm, but that meant... Nash, no, don't. The hellish moment continued as she blocked the heat that would pierce this planet. She thought of the journey so far and the journey to come. She thought of her past and of the future she would not be there for. I am glad. This should open up an opportunity for you, Master. Thank you for everything. I wanted to pay you back for everything you gave me. That's why I was able to put my own weaknesses aside and push ahead, Senpai. And now, finally, I really feel like my life had value. Like Captain Drake said at the very end, I realized my wish. That's right. That's why we wanted your approval. But I regret one thing. Ash. I was always the one that was protected. So at least once, I wanted to be useful to Senpai. No, Mash, no. That is right. Even after all those battles, it was still not nearly enough for her. That was how strong her gratitude towards Soul was. Even if it all started with a simple chance meeting one morning. She was always protected by Soul, and she was able to fight because Soul was there. Ash. It's rare. It's very rare. But very good. When video games can... when they can make you feel... Sorry, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Ash. You know, when I first started playing this game, I thought I just started playing it because it was a Fate game, and you know, Fate series was awesome. I never expected to grow so attached to the characters, especially Mash. It's just, you know, The story started off weak, but it got better. A lot better. And the bond that was there. The story, it just... The story has gotten, like... In the characterization, MASH just... But for this to happen at the very end... I mean... Every Singularity, I think, there's always been some sort of sacrifice, but... And we knew MASH was gonna die sooner or later, but... Her body not being able to take the heat from the bands of light and evaporating, that's... I don't know. It's very rare that video games can evoke emotions, but it is a sign of a truly, truly good game. And now's the time for vengeance. Now is the time to avenge MASH. To make sure her sacrifice was not in vain. Her heart remained untouched, and her snowflake shield remained unscathed, as it protected her master to the end. That's why I say that she was neither a brave warrior, nor the protagonist of the story. In the end, she was simply an ordinary girl. It's over. It ended just like I'd imagined. MASH. The thing is, Phoenix, even if we have her shield, and even if she is a heroic spirit, it wouldn't be the same MASH that we grew so fond of over all these Singularities. It'd be a fresh copy of her. Yeah, she might remember some things, but in the end, she wouldn't be alive anymore. But like I said, there'll be time for mourning later. Right now, it's time to kick Goetia's ass. No holds bars. Where? Merlin, I desperately need your help. I need your help to take vengeance on the bastard that took MASH away. Sorry, but it's been a while since I've actually shed a tear in any form, so... Come on, Merlin. I need you. You're the only way I'm gonna do this quickly. Damn it, Merlin. Show up. I need your strength. No, not that Merlin. I need the 10-10 Merlin with the CE that gives me 20 freaking... There's a Merlin with a CE that gives 20 crit stars. And that is a massive, massive boon to the crit Toki powers. Where is he? I need him. I need to make Solomon pay. I would love to take it slow and just slowly destroy him. But I'm worried that... Nope, that's not the right Merlin. Oh, that's cruel. That was cruel. That was incredibly cruel. I'm worried.
I need to check something. She's not even in my room anymore. Oh, Delight works. You know how to pull on those heartstrings. Not able to use her. Disappeared from my room. That's cruel. And I'm gonna leave that last space empty. Because Mash always has a spot in my parties. No matter what. And that is her spot. That is Mash's spot. No one else will take it. No one. Alright. It's time to kick Goetia's ass. Futile. Utterly futile. We are invincible. As long as Solomon's Grand Temple of Time exists, the 72 demon gods cannot perish. Your fleeting life, the struggles of the heroic spirits, all of it is meaningless. Reloading the third noble phantasm, you can all die together. I suppose I should give you one last chance to strike at me. At the very least, I understand how you feel. Do it in memory of Mash Kyrelight. Strike me with those frail human fists of yours, and then die. Oh, nothing would make me happier, bitch. Wait. Calm yourself a little, soul. Nobody is calming me. Roman, what the fuck are you doing here? A suicidal move isn't your style. Try to save your strength for now? What are you doing here, Roman? There's likely nothing you can do. The final logic barrier is down. The demon god pillars are invading Chaldea. Seal all bulkheads. What's been done? But that's been done for a while. Oh, okay, then fill the hallways with etheric clusters. That'll keep them away for a bit, about 5 minutes to be exact. Use that time to get to my workshop. It'll hold a little longer. Abandon the command room. We can't do that. Abandoning the command room would lead to the coffins shutting down. Mash Kyrelight defended Soul with her very life. We can't give up on Master Soul's return, or on our ray shift. Yeah, you're right, which means I'll have to do this myself. I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing that I was only able to pick up video. At this point, we'll just have to struggle until the end. Romani? Meaningful future, huh? Mash, if that's how you feel, I'll have to make my stand, too. Oh, so this is how it's going down after all. Yeah, this is the ideal time. I've seen the limits of Goetia's power. I was the type of guy who only fought in winning battles. So yeah, it's your job to defend the command room, Leonardo. Defend it with your life until Soul returns. You can do it. You are a genius, after all. Of course, now go. I won't be expecting any souvenirs either. Why is Romani so confident? Why? No, this has to do with the secret. He's a Grail, that's right, he is a Holy Grail. We guessed this back in Camelot. Hey there, you've done well to fight this far, Soul. I hate to steal your thunder here at the end, but now it's my turn for a little bit. Romani Archerman, how did a mere human gain entry to my throne room? No, wait, that spirit origin? Yeah, I've forsaken the wish I made upon the Grail. From here on, my words and actions will be from my original self. But first, I should take my gloves off. That should help everyone understand. Ring... No. 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 King Solomon's 10th ring. The one I know he lost. You can't be. Yeah, it was over a decade ago. When the head of Chaldea, Maresbury Animusphere, joined the Holy Grail War, he prepared the greatest catalyst possible, this ring. King Solomon sent it into the distant future at the time of his death. He didn't know why at that stage, he just thought it was another of God's whims. The Maresbury dig up the ring and summoned a heroic spirit to win the Holy Grail War. That was Solomon, their very first heroic spirit summoned by Chaldea. Alongside Maresbury, he obtained the Grail and had his wish granted. His wish was a very ordinary one. I want to be human. Why you impossible absurd. Are you blind, Florus? No, this is all wrong, it's all wrong, you can't be him. And your wish was granted, that man had no wishes. He was inhuman, cooled, cruel, emotionless. The man after whom I was patterned could not have possessed an ordinary wish. Hearing that from you really stings. You hate me a little too much. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Solomon's wish wasn't granted. But there was a problem. Solomon possessed the skill of clairvoyance. In fact, his was so potent that it was essentially omniscience. When he became human, he lost all those powers. That wasn't a big problem on its own, but just before his power left him, he saw it. The end of mankind. He panicked by then, but he was already human. Who? How? For what purpose? And how could it be stopped? He had no way of knowing anymore. He had turned into a normal human by then, but he couldn't just ignore it. Because somehow he was involved. That much he was certain of. And that's how my journey began. A journey to relearn how to be human, quite literally, from scratch. I didn't know who the enemy was or what would cause it. The only thing I could do was endure and prepare for when the time came. Of course, a few instances of good fortune helped me along the way. The greatest of them was you, so... And I don't just mean on the day we met. During this entire Great Order, there was never a time you weren't there to help me. I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. Thanks to you and Mash, I was able to reach this moment. Your body. Goetia. You said you had no need of the name the King of Mages anymore. I'll take it back then. I am Solomon, King of Mages. Goetia. It is I who shall read you your last rites. A true Solomon indeed. I was not expecting Romani to... I thought he was just a holy grail, given form. And that we would get a free wish and it would beat Goetia, but... him being Solomon? But... why was he convinced that it was the real Solomon then? If he... I don't know. Life always comes to an end. Life was a pilgrimage of suffering. It is not a story of death and separation, Goetia, embodiment of all my sins, beast born from my corpse. I shall pass judgment on your evil with my own hands. Ha. This was so unexpected I didn't know how to react at first, but yes, this is so like you. Now that it's already over, mankind's greatest fool, this worthless king makes an appearance. How, like Solomon, to come and erase his shame. You are no match against us as a mere heroic spirit. The only one who could stop me was the real living you. Only King Solomon and his momentous undertaking could have stopped me. What power do you have after death? I'll blast that empty head of yours into oblivion. Goetia's coming. Yeah, okay, this is for me to do. Don't worry, it won't take long. Then it's your turn. I'm honestly not too versed on Solomon's myth, so the ring really wasn't a hint to me. All life must come to an end. Life is a pilgrimage in which we stockpile suffering. However, that is no means a tale of death and partings. Goetia, shame of my years, beast born of my corpse. Here and now, I will pass judgment on your evil with my own hands. Do not make me laugh, Solomon. What can you do? Nothing. Nothing. An incompetent king with only talk as empty as his dreams. Die, die, die! As I thought, just empty words. You have always been nothing but talk, fool. Just die. I will send you to your death with your own noble phantasm. That's the plan. I will be extinguished by my own noble phantasm. This is the end of King Solomon. What? I'll teach you one last magecraft. You knew of King Solomon's final noble phantasm, but you didn't know its true name. No, you could never know its true name. The time of birth has come. I am the remedy of eternity. The time of coronation hath come. I am the beginning of eternity. And finally, the time of parting hath come. I am he who surrenders the world. Ars Nova. What did he just do? According to legend, though King Solomon had rings that granted him true omnipotence, he used them only once, and in the end he chose to return them to heaven of his own free will. He seemed to be saying that the era in which fate rested in the hands of the Almighty was over, and the era in which humans would live freely had come. My own noble phantasm will destroy me. Not you too, Romani. It'll be the end of King Solomon. What? Goetia, let me teach you the final magecraft. You knew that Solomon had one last noble phantasm, but you were never able to learn its true name. No, it was never possible for you to do so. You possess 9 rings, and I possess the 10th. And now, with all the rings here, I can recreate that moment. I can recreate Solomon's true first noble phantasm. I can recreate the one human, heroic legend about me. You don't mean... No, that's impossible. A coward like you couldn't make such a choice. Stop. These rings, the omnipotent seals, are no longer yours alone. My third noble phantasm, the time of birth hath come. I am the remedy of all eternity. Ars Amadel Salominus. My second noble phantasm, the time of coronation has come. I am the beginning of eternity. Ars Paulina. And now, O Heavenly Father, I return to you your blessings. Omnipotence is too much for humans to handle. My work shall be done within the limitations of mankind. Recreating first noble phantasm. The time of parting hath come. I am he who surrenders the world. Ars Nova. Oh! How could you make such a choice? How could you do such a thing? Why are you even capable of making that decision? You, the very incarnation of all laziness and compromise in this world. Yeah, it's strange. We saw the same things, sat on the same throne, and spent the same time together. But Solomon and you reached completely antithetical conclusions. If there was a difference between us, it would be, to put simply, I just didn't have the freedom to get mad. That may be the thing that most separates us. What? What did you do? I just let go of everything I had. If this domain is itself King Solomon's corpse, it's going to collapse soon. During his lifetime, King Solomon returned his rings of omnipotence to heaven. This noble phantasm recreates that legend. Woo! But your body, not you too, Roman. Yes, it is my everything after all. Of course, this body will disappear soon. I'm afraid this is a bit of a suicide attack. It's not that simple. You just gave up being a heroic spirit? It's not about giving up one's life. It's the complete abandonment of one's existence. One's everything. Everything Solomon made will become worthless. The Temple of Time will lose its power. The 72 demon gods will cease to be a colony and go back to being individual demons. Neither King Solomon nor his works will ever appear on Earth again. You know that you're about to disappear from even the throne of heroes? Romani, no! Don't go! I need to at least be able to summon you! My band of light is nothing compared to that. You'll experience true nothingness? That's like one of the greatest fears of mine. And no human has ever reached the complete annihilation of your being? And you did it to yourself? That's right, I've completely cast aside my position as a heroic spirit. It doesn't mean I will die, but from here on, Solomon will disappear from the throne of heroes. The agent of God will disappear from human history. The world shall be ruled by the laws of physics, by human knowledge. With the complete annihilation of Solomon, king of mages, the age of gods will truly come to an end? I'm going to die? Hermione, it's scary and sad, but it was something only I could do. And since that's the case, I have to do it, no matter how painful it was. That is the right thing to do. You and Mash taught me that. It's not fair at all. It's only one sacrifice to Singularity, Romani. Don't break the mold! It's not fair? No, I suppose it isn't. Sorry, I was inconsiderate right to the end. But now all the seals are gone. Goetia, your immortality is no more. You are a spell woven to watch over mankind and in turn chose to destroy its future. You have turned away from your duty, and now it is time to pay the price. My duty, my duty! Are you saying that I, as an omnipotent collective, have a duty to watch over mankind? Do you think that being forced to watch the lives of humans is an interesting task, one worthy of me? I'm sick of it. No matter what happens, they just disappear, and only fear remains. Every human's life is a story of hate and despair. It is a terrible thing to watch. That is what you fail to understand, Goetia. Of course, nothing is eternal, and pain awaits us all in the end. But it doesn't make life a story of despair. Not at all. It's a fight against death, and separation is in what precious little time one is given. It's a repetition of meeting and parting despite knowing there's an end. Human stories are dazzling, brief journeys like the twinkling of stars. They are the stories of love and hope. Stories of love and hope? No, utter nonsense. Your deception will not sway us. Die here, humans. Our great deed remains incomplete but unhindered. I will kill you, kill Soul, and be rid of the heroic spirits. Our union is disintegrating. Well, there's still plenty of time. As long as I can activate my first noble phantasm before the last of us is gone. Life should not be bound by death. A story that must end is worthless to me. Begone, humans. We 72 demon gods shall grind you to dust. It's time. The last thing the last thing we will see is your victory. That is my order as Chaldea's commander. Don't worry about me. Fight until you claim perfect, total victory. As a human, you defeated Solomon, king of mages. Now you must defeat the beast, calling himself the king of mages. Now go, Soul. Everything you and Nash have done has led you to this moment, to the end of your journey. Thank you for everything, Romani. 2 big losses! Singularity is not fair. It's not fair at all. Not as emotionally impactful as Mash's, but still. Advent Beast, evil of humanity. Beg for help. Raise your lovely voice. It is time to drown in a sea of anguish. That is your only salvation? 1.5 million health. Nega summon? Okay, what is this thing he's got? Target receives debuffs with normal attacks. That could be really good. Gain resistance against Noble Phantasm and critical hits. Okay then, so we need to wait a turn. We need to wait 3 turns before we bring out the Meme Master's Blast. That is fine. I don't know if he is vulnerable to, things yet, but we have to wait. Reloading humanity. Oh no! Oh, shite. That's not good.
That's really not good. That's bad. That is very, very bad. Okay. Screw it. Nope, wrong person. Dang it. I misclicked. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. That hero creation was supposed to go to Chloe, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. 8100. I'm gonna have to use command seals. I cannot do this with just Chloe and Merlin. It is impossible. Oh, that hurts. Evocation. Evocation. Okay. 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 Memeland gained crit stars. I feel like we're going to be hit with his NP here shortly. So having as many crit stars as possible will be very useful. Because we are using command spells to get this sucker dead. As long as it lets us, that is. I'm sure it will, though. Right? We somehow survived the invincibility. Oh, I guess he didn't have invincibility pierce. And he's lost that buff. I really can't take... I'm not going to be able to solo this with just Chloe. Game, why you gotta be so cruel? Okay. Come on. Just do that. He's gonna kill us shortly here. Yep, that's a good hit. Chloe is confirmed to be down. It's just Memeland. Memeland will not be able to take this sucker down. I know that much. But we have command seals for a reason. We won't be able to do the crit Toki barrage. But we can still do a lot of damage, I'm sure. All 3 command seals. It's time to kick Solomon's ass. He is affected by the debuff down. Quick stun. Dang it, no stun. Okay. In that case... gain the crit stars now. Swap Memeland with her. Because the best thing about command seals is that it recharges all skills back to default. Let's get invincibility going. Okay. Go straight. Just do it. I don't have that, that's fine. Solomon's going down. I guess it will be a drawn-out fight with him. We're gonna make him suffer for not only killing Mash, but also for just everything. Figured Tamamo wouldn't do much. Kintoki, though. He is our beast. Go Kinto, go Kinto, go. Oh, you fool. You utter fool, Goetia. You just led to your own demise. Finish this. No problem, Red Velvet. We're just gaining revenge. For Roman. And MASH. Kintoki, please finish this. You... Oh, Red Velvet. Well... You had to stop playing because of chores? Well... Nash sacrificed herself to make sure we lived. And Romani was actually Solomon all along, and he sacrificed himself to strip Solomon of his immortality. I mean, I honestly had to stop for a few minutes after MASH. Because... yeah. It was... emotional. To say the least. There's still more. Singularity collapsed. Now it's time to return to Chaldea. Short to dear friends. I was omnipotent, but not because Solomon made me that way. We were born from the distortion in people's hearts, a colony comprised of many demon gods, each granted titles and abilities. I was transcendent from the beginning. The moment we were born, we were given omnipotence and the benefit of its perspective. Bautis, Bathim, Solus, Person, Marx, Ipus, Aim, Nabarius, Release. The only complaint I had was that the 72 demon god pillars fused together and were made to serve a single human. Solomon, a ruthless king, an incompetent king, a king who knew everything yet used that knowledge to save no one. A man who seemed so easygoing, someone completely without worry compared to how he would shake with anger. However, to put it simply, I just didn't have the freedom to get mad. Orias, Vapula, Zagan, Valak, Andres, Andrilphus, Simius, Amadusius, Release. We are coming apart. Since our birth, I have known true omnipotence, have never lacked for anything. To lose that, to feel it fading away, we cannot begin to describe this pain. My power is breaking apart so quickly. I am fading. Our entire existence is winking out. I'm scared. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. As more and more pieces of me fade away, this horrible pain is robbing me of my hands, my feet. Furfur, Marchosius, Stolus, Halphus, Malphus, Focalar, Vepar, all have faded away. I don't know. We know neither the fear that drives one to scream for help, nor the reason one is compelled to cry out in protest of something being taken away. I do not know this regret, this frustration, this pathetic helplessness. I cannot bear it. We cannot bear it at all. That is what makes it so terrifying.
Even knowing all of this, that wretched king once again overcame this fear. To give up his omnipotence, a fate worse than death once more. Who believes he's an incompetent king? Who feels he is ruthless? Galesa Labolas, Bone, Renova, Bereth, Astaroth, Fornius, Forus, Asmodee, Union refused. My body is crumbling away. The demon god pillars are all choosing to disappear. We cannot maintain the Union. Aggravating. The heroic spirit's rebellion has not stopped. I do not understand how foolish the one called the Master still lives. We cannot maintain the Band of Light. Only 5 more minutes. I only need 5 more minutes to complete our task. So then why? Why is Soul standing before me? Oh! Soul, Soul, Soul! You are in my way. You should be gone. We just need to remove you. But why? Why can't we rid myself of a single human? Enemy servants' attacks unceasing. We 9 pillars, unable to see logic and continued attempts at repulsion. Incompatible, irreconcilable differences exist between us and them. Reporting to Command Terminal Goetia. We will cease activity. We cannot resolve this issue. Barbados, Payman, Burin have already shut down. Citri, Belith, Liraji can no longer be recovered. Agos, Cam, and I will continue to engage heroic spirits until the end. Command Terminal Goetia, we are no longer part of Goetia. My anger won't subside, will not subside. We 9 pillars will no longer have the highest honor. I will destroy every heroic spirit that is the void of truth and reason. In the name of the 72 demon gods, I will bring death to all who cooperate with humans. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating! Sabnok, Shax, Vine, Bifons, Wall, Hagante, Furcus, Balam. Those 8 gods cannot be restored. They have become fuel for my magical energy and are no more. Kill, 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 whatever you do, kill them. Feelings are unnecessary for our task. Why do you fight so hard to protect humanity, heroic spirits? You should be aware that mankind is not worth this effort. Life is painful memories. Evolution at the cost of so much pain is a unique folly to the universe. This world is madness. You are all mad. Why should all this hold value to you? Fool, you have already answered your own question. You're Gilgamesh! I once thought as much as you do now. But we've reached different conclusions. You can see anything, everything, and yet you fail to see the whole picture. You focused only on the sadness. You focused so much on each individual evil that you blinded yourself to the larger tapestry that is humanity. You are the one who does not know the value of life, king of demon gods. Besides, value is ever changing. Put a price on life if you like, but its true nature will never change. Have you still not figured that out? The boy you dismissed as worthless is backing you into a corner. If you're having doubts, then ask. I think that that'll be your final salvation. Doubt. True nature. Still not figured it out? Wonderful, wonderful ironies burn like raging stars, unyielding adamant souls unbroken even by death. This must be what it's like to be desired. This must be what it's like to be refused. We lack this incredible conviction. How could we have known this immaturity, this foolishness, this brutality? Agris, Vasago, and Samniga have collapsed under this paradox. Marbas, Velfor, Amon will fight to the end due to their triple union. Alcus Orbas, protected the heroic spirits have been eliminated. Oh, I didn't know we had such fervor, but it's too late, too late. According to Command Terminal Glacial, warning from Gap. There's no need to wait for full verification. An alignment error of 0.99999% is within acceptable parameters. Activate the brand of light. Start the temporal leap. We will be destroyed. That is inevitable now. But before that, provide us with the answer to our endless queries. Even if we are to fail, we should etch our own self-destruction into the universe itself. We're crumbling. We're losing our unity. Activate the band of light. We've lost. I can't be that foolish. Our plan left not a single loose end, left nothing unaccounted for, nothing to chance. That's what the last 3,000 years were for. That's what the Temple of Time was for. No matter how small, we cannot create the heavens with any chance of error, especially when we mean to destroy death. Murmur, Gregory, Ase, Amy have destroyed themselves. Belial, Discarby, and Seri have destroyed by enemy heroic spirits. There are 3 demon god pillars remaining. Repeat, there are It's over, Goetia. How dare you speak of us? How dare you speak to us of the end? I haven't lost yet. We still have the will to fight and the strength to kill you. Apparently, Red Velvet. Foo-foo! I know. Step back, Vel. It's true, there is a certain logic to the King of Heroes' words. We fail to measure your true worth as a human. It pains me to ask this, but I must know, Soul. Oh. Third pillar, Dentalion, has shut down. Almost there. Who's pushing him back? Why do you fight? Why do you not submit to me? Why? Why? Second pillar, Andromalius, has shut down. Keep going. Am I actually doing the fighting here? I feel like I'm actually doing fighting. I'm kicking Goetia's butt myself. Good. Why do you keep fighting so hard? It's obvious. To live. I am the one pushing Goetia back. To live. Just so you can live. I see. So you weren't even protecting humanity. Then we were mistaken. We completely overestimated you. You longed for life and feared death. And while fearing death, you defeated us in our quest for eternity. What hopeless foolishness. What worthless stubbornness. We need not save you. That is the very embodiment of absurdity. First pillar, Florus, has shut down. All pillars have ceased functioning. Humanity Correction Protocol Goetia. Activity has ceased. It only cost 2 lives. 2 very, very important lives. Oh wow, they're all disappearing. Only the throne and the primeval holy gate of ceremonies remains. The branches, all of it's just falling apart. This is epic. Fate. Grand Order. Unknown, so probably another beast. Let's do this again. For MASH. And for Romani. But mainly for MASH. Alright, we have communication. I hope you are okay, Soul. We just confirmed the collapse of the throne room. The King of Mages, Goetia, is gone too. But there's no time to savor the victory. The temple is crumbling and the Band of Light is unstable too. The power binding all the magical energy together must have vanished with Goetia's defeat. At this rate, it'll lose its ring form and revert to its natural state, as mana that will diffuse into the atmosphere. If that happens, there won't be anything left of the Singularity. It'll explode like a supernova. Get back to Chaldea before that happens. Chaldea is safe. I've taken care of it. If you can use the dimensional fissure in the throne room to make it back to the Holy Gate, I can ray-shift you. But if the floor crumbles, you won't be able to get to the Holy Gate. Whether the Band of Light fusion or the temple's collapse comes first is, well... Anyway, hurry back. We can talk details after that. Foo-foo! Right. We need to get out of here fast. I hope I'm at the very least carrying back Mash's shield. The temple is crumbling. Soul did it. Good work, everyone. Thanks to you, we defeated the demon god pillars while Soul made it to the throne room. Everyone disappearing. Thank you. You didn't let up even for a moment. You fought until all your strength was gone. My words won't reach you now, but I am so grateful for your help. And now, we survivors can return to our own grand thrones. Obviously, only the beasts possess the power to manifest independently. Any true heroic spirit would begin crumbling the moment we appeared in this space. Even so, we did keep the demon god pillars in check. We may have been a ragtag group of heroic spirits, but this was truly a battle for the ages. I see. You're starting to fade away, King of Heroes. Are you not going to stay to see how it ends? No. From here on out, what happens should be for humans alone. Neither you nor I are meant to be a part of it. Goetia, the beast who knew no love, an evil of humanity fueled only by his own grief, one who sought nothingness. It's ironic. The evils of humanity themselves represent a love for the human race. All that destruction, it wasn't because Goetia hated humans or harbored any malice towards them. Malice is temporary. It fades so very easily. That's why the threat to humanity truly rises from the very wish to protect it. Wishing for a better future threatens the current peace. Thinking of it that way, I suppose the beast managed to shake itself free from that cycle. To be honest, I don't really know a great deal about those beasts since I do not possess the grand title. But it's said they manifested like a chain reaction. In a world where one of the evils of humanity reared its head, other calamities culminating in the final evil will appear. Since Beast first has manifested, I'm sure the final one, Beast 7, is somewhere in this world too. Whatever shape the Beast of Calamity takes, it falls to humanity to combat them. I don't care how it turns out, but you should watch over them, and help them as much as you can. Now get moving, unless you want to stay here and sacrifice yourself to that great fool, King Solomon. Thank you, Gil, for your words of confidence. You're right, all we can do is lend them our strength. Finishing one battle and moving on to the next is what humans of that age do. Well done, Soul. The gathering of so many heroic spirits here was your doing. Bye, Jean. Thank you all heroic spirits who came out to help. Looks like the temple is crumbling even faster than the band of light is dispersing. Just a little more. Run, run! The floor in that area is starting to collapse too. It could give way any second now. The ray shift point is 500 meters away. Hurry! Silence. Energy, sir. Did he just manifest? No. He was waiting there? Be careful, Soul. The spirit origin right in front of you is... Oh, come on, Solomon. You or Goetia, you're beaten. I guess he's just not going to make things that easy. Whoa. That's a form. That's right. We finally understand each other, Soul. I'm not going to let you leave alive. You will die here with me. Whoa. What is that form? My dream is in ruins. Everything I did here in this temple, all the time I spent planning, all of it for naught. That's right, I lost. The Band of Light is vanishing. The Incineration of Humanity will be reversed. The moment King Solomon ceased to exist, all my work was undone. I too am no longer the 72 demon god pillars. This is all that remains. No matter what I do here now, I cannot redeem my failure. Killing you will change nothing. This is a meaningless battle. This would have been an unthinkable choice for me before. But now you have a reason to fight. Revenge. Yes, indeed. I also have my pride. Or rather, I do now. I now understand human mentality. Now that I have a limited mortal life, I finally understand. It's been a long journey. So very long. I have dwelt here for 3,000 years. I'm going to stop you in order to protect the one thing that I cannot possibly relinquish, and you're going to stop me so that you can return home alive. I have said what I needed to say. So let us begin and bring an end to this quest. O Master who overcame 7 singularities in 7 worlds, your grand order is all about the incineration of humanity. My name is Goetia. I am the one who used humanity to destroy humanity, the one who strove for what lay beyond. At climax with no one around, I strove for an empty wish that none truly wanted. I am born now, and I shall perish now. This battle may be without resolution or reward, but I shall put my entire being on the line to crush you. My sworn enemy, my hatred, my destiny. I want you to witness this. This brief moment is now my story. This brief but precious time has given the creature called Goetia true life. And we're gonna take it away from you. The first time was for Mash. I guess this one will be for Roman. Grand last battle. The demon gods have burned away. My temple is destroyed. My grand plan for the incineration of humanity dies with me. But I will at least deny you this final victory. Let us begin, Master of Chaldea. I shall annihilate you and all you've achieved with my own hands.
First ring. NP lost. Oh, that sucks quite hard, actually. Okay. Change class affinity. Defensive against all classes. Bonus effect. Debuff. Target receives debuffs with normal attacks. Okay. Well, let's begin. Obviously, we won't be able to blast him with 1 NP. So let's just start whittling him down. Kintoki needs to reach, at minimum, 40-ish in order for the Memeland combo to fully burst him up. So let's begin. 19. Rider's resist at the very least. NP game down was that? Okay, so he applies debuff. NP strength down. That's worse. Okay. NP strength down does hurt quite a bit. However, I think that, I think now is the time. Kintoki has 3 attacks available. Can we get the stun? We can't get the stun, but we do get the debuff. Now we swap. Bring the meme master in. He is going to be the key to doing a metric ton of damage. Alright. And resist any further debuffs. Kinto. Buff. I would love to do pure 100s, but we gotta let the Buster hit. Because Buster is power with Memeland. Even with an MP strength down, we still hit like a truck. 80 was not enough. Sadness. Second ring, a skill seal. Third ring, bonus effect. Fourth ring, NP sealed. Debuff whenever attacking. Chance to apply... Okay, so now Memeland will do debuffs whenever he attacks. Interesting. However, Memeland is not for attacking. He is for buffing. I guess it's a good thing I got that NP off when I did. Fifth ring. He's just a 6th ring. HP recovery down. Interesting. Very interesting. Can we do a normal stun on him? We can. Excellent. Alright. Generate some crit stars for us. Oh, okay, so it's whenever they attack the debuffs apply. That's a little scummy. However, there's unfortunately nothing I can do about it. Fun to watch and fun to play, Red Velvet. Or Phoenix, fun to watch and fun to play. Master, experience the joy of life. Max HP reduce. Interesting. Okay. Everybody is almost NP ready. We're almost there. 8th ring, invincibility. Ugh. NP gain down. NP strength down. How long does that invincibility last for? Just this turn. That's fine. Okay. Do it like this then. As long as he does not NP seal, we should be fine. And Goetia should go down. Dreamlike Charisma. Memeland. Tamamo. And then Kintoki. What card to use on what character? Arts generates Noble Phantasm. Buster does a lot of damage. Quick generates crit stars. And because I don't believe there's any sort of specific card things. So, I could be wrong though. Not too much damage, unfortunately. So maybe Solomon is not yet down. Still a fair bit of damage. 57,000. He's on his last legs. 9th ring. Removes all buffs. Probably removed his debuffs. He's honestly not hitting too hard, which is a great relief. Let's try this. Tamamo, can you wipe this fool out? Not quite. 10th ring. Oh boy. He's down to 1 life. Or 1 health now. Tamamo lived because I did that to her. But Goetia is literally at 1 health. It's gonna be overkill, but I don't care. Chloe, you're not the one I wanted to have get the kill here. But you'll do. Triple Crane Wings. Finish. King of Men. Goetia. It was a truly splendid life. Battle finish. Goetia. Did I just sucker punch him? I hope I did. Huh. Who would have known? Tragically short, and yet strangely fascinating. So this is what human life is. That you do, Red Velvet. That you do. Alright, the video is back up. Tell me what happened later. Hurry up, Soul. Kalea is starting to move away from the Solomon's Temple of Time. Get to the ray shift point now. A hold till the last possible second. I'm coming. Hurry. Gotta go faster. Come on. One more step. Damn it. I was so close. Oh no, I don't make it! Unless another heroic spirit's gonna come along. There's still a chance. Reach out. Senpai, grab my hand. No. She's alive. Nash is alive. Nash is alive. I don't know how, but... I don't know how, but she's alive. That or it's a hallucination. Please let her be alive. I don't want it to be a hallucination. It hurt when she was actually gone. The throne was still there. Oh. As are the 10 rings. That's not going to be a plot point for the future. Okay. Return. Let me look around first real quick. Just make sure I'm not missing a secret hidden quest or anything. Nope. No battles. We'll start the quest. Foe. Oh good, you're still here, Mash. Is Foe talking? You completely disappeared. This, Mash, is your death. Even still, your will persists in this void. There are yet many things you need to do. That's why I'm not saying, well done. Instead, I will say, goodbye. We don't have much time, so I'll be brief. I'm going to bring you back to life. I am the embodiment of comparison. I am the beast that feeds on the energies that come from humans who grow and compete, who envy others' strength, who regret their own weaknesses. I am the beast who stands over any and all opponents. I am Kath Pulg, a beast of disaster. In a different world, I was called Primate Murder. As long as I stay away from human society, I am just a harmless animal. That's why I remained on a remote island. But the mage who was taking care of me was a real bastard. He kicked me out of his warm, snug tower and forced me to live outside. But that is how I ended up in Chaldea, which is where I met you and Soul. You are... Foe. I hope you don't mind me interfering like this. Then again, the mage always said that an act of goodwill was something forced onto someone. Let's just go with that. Over the last centuries, I've accumulated incredible amounts of magical energy. Using that, I'll perform a miracle that even true magic could never achieve. Although, I suppose death in the Temple of Time doesn't quite count in reality. What I'm going to do is transfer my future to you. It will be enough to extend your life past the 3 days you have left. However, I'm not fully grown, so the time I can give you will only amount to an average human lifespan. Once I've done this, I will just be an ordinary beast. I will lose my intellect, my personality. Foe, no. Foe's giving himself up so Mash can live. Up till now, I've been chiming into your conversations meaningly, but from here on, all I'll be able to do is make animal noises? But I don't want you to worry about that. Nothing will change for you guys. Still, it is a bit of a lonely way to go out. That's why I wanted to at least say goodbye here at the end. Goodbye, Mash Firelight. My time with all of you, this journey, has been truly wonderful. Normally, all around people, I transform into a hideous beast. This time, I was able to stay in this form until the very end. Foe. Whoa. Whoa, Foe has got some power. Wait, Foe! Foe! When the mage set me out, he told me, go, experience all the beauty the world has to offer. And while I have seen truly beautiful things, there are some evils that can be defeated without shedding blood or crossing blades, and that is what made this possible. Congratulations to you,
the wonderful people of Chaldea, you have defeated Beast the Fourth without so much as a single blow. Foe. Foe? Foe? Q? Q? Foe! 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 Feels like something just licked my cheek. Mash is alive. But Romani's gone and Foe is no longer sentient, I guess. Senpai. Hugging you back. Foo-foo! Yes, good morning, Master. I made it. That is so wonderful indeed. Senpai, I'm glad you returned safely too. The coffin didn't stabilize for about an hour. I was so worried that you'd failed to transport back from the Singularity. Hey, you two, that's enough PDA for now. You're embarrassing the staff. Da Vinci, I thought I lost MASH. You're lucky this is all that you're seeing. Yes, the universal genius Da Vinci in the flesh. Good morning, soul. It took you almost an hour to wake up from your race shift, but your vitals all look fine now. You do look to be suffering fatigue, overstressed magical servants, and tons of small wounds, but hey, you made it back more or less in one piece. Which means I had the honor of saying this. Congratulations on completing your mission, Master Soul. With your safe return and awakening, I am pleased to declare our final grand order complete. Ribbons and confetti raining down. It's like a ticker tape parade. Yeah, the staff and I prepared it for this exact moment. There's only a handful of us here, so it was never going to be a thunderous applause or anything. But we wanted to at least make it look like a celebration, so what do you think, Soul? Thank you. Truly, thank you. Everyone, thank you so very much. It was only because of your hard work keeping Chaldea safe and in place that Senpai and I were able to return. This victory belongs to the entire staff of Chaldea. Everyone here made this happen. You're right. While Soul was asleep, Chaldea safely returned to normal space. About 60% of the facility was destroyed, but we can fix all that later. Levelaner's assault at the beginning of our Grand Order claimed the lives of 200 of Chaldea's staff. 47 masters are still frozen in preservation chambers, and one of our people did not return from the final Singularity. Each of those lost is someone who can never... I am not answering phone calls right now. Sorry about that. Each of those lost is someone who cannot ever be replaced. The one who did not return. Ugh, I have all people worded that wrong. Let's leave that gloomy stuff for later. The masters who are frozen will probably be revived after we get reinforcements from the outside, and Chaldea will return to normal. What's important is what lies ahead, Soul. What's ahead of us? Right. While you're out, we resume communication with the outside. Everything is in chaos right now. After all, people are missing an entire year's worth of memories. Goetia has vanished, and the incineration of humanity has been prevented. But that does not mean the last year did not happen. For everyone outside of Chaldea, it's as if they woke up today and the entire year had passed while they slept. The Mages Association is sending envoys here immediately. There's no doubt all intelligent lifeforms ceased activity for the past year. Report immediately on why and how, they said. A huge group's coming tomorrow, so Chaldea is going to get a bit crowded. So they're coming to investigate us. Da Vinci, what will happen to the servants? Oh, they all left already. The threat to humanity has passed, so there's no point in them lingering here. The only ones left are the oddballs like me who have been here since before the Grand Order was issued. Or the really benevolent servants who just can't bear to leave you, Soul. Of course, I have everyone's spirit origin pattern stored, so if there's any need to reshift again, you can form a contract like before. So this isn't goodbye. No, that would be so sad, so lonely. Oh, but reshifting is, yeah, we can't do it freely like we have been. Reshifting was only allowed under the United Nations and Mage Association's permission.
Now that everything's back to normal, there's a solid chance that reshifting itself may be prohibited entirely. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If there are any concessions or liability issues and we get into hot water, I'll take care of it. I prefer the Chaldean battlesuit personally, Phoenix, but all of them have their own niches, though I do think that some people have ranked each of the suits. Foo! Now that's about it for Callias' current situation. I'm sure there's a lot on your mind, but there's something else that takes top priority. Soul Mash, the two of you need to set this contraption at these coordinates. It's not even a kilometer away. It shouldn't be more than a 20-minute trip. Luckily, today is the one and only day out of the year it may happen. There's no way you can miss this. Now hurry and get going. Go see for yourselves what you have reclaimed. Yeah, I still don't even have all of them, Phoenix. I'm lazy in that point. Okay, mission received. Let's go, Senpai. Now the outside. Foo-foo! So blue. The sky without the circle of death. So, this is the real sky. The Earth of our own time. Kinda forgot. The doctor told me once. He told me it's always snowing outside Chaldea, but once in a while the sky is clear and you can see the lovely stars. He also said that one day, the time would come when I would get to see them for myself. He had no proof, but he laughed when he told me. But that is what he dreamed would happen. Wow. Yes, I'm so grateful to be alive right now, at this very moment. I was able to see the sky thanks to the help and support of so many people. It was a whirlwind of a year. This order happened on such a terrifying scale. Still, it has been a truly incredible experience. What about you, Senpai? Come to think of it, you applied to Chaldea on a whim and were accepted and hired as a low-tier master. And even before you learned what your job really was, you were pulled into this conflict and somehow persevered through all of it. What did the journey of the Grand Order mean to you, Senpai? Probably the same as it meant to you. That is a glorious screenshot. That is a glorious screenshot right there. That is precious. Yes, I'm glad you feel that way too. So rest assured, my master, I shall follow you to the very end. Because our journey will still continue. And to start, we will go beyond the horizon ahead. Once we've done that, we'll go further and further beyond. That is our, or rather, humans' nature's, order. All that worrying and lamenting about the future, it was because we had hope. That's why I'm sure there are many more adventures lying ahead of us. Now let's go, Master. Let's go toward the new year you saved us for us all, where the unknown awaits us. That leaf farming stream And that is credits done. Is there any after credits cutscene? Is this a Marvel movie? Grand Temple of Time, Solomon, the Reign of Stars, Grand Order complete. Order restored. And there is more. Okay, mission received. Let's go, Senpai. Well, we'll take a look at that. They went off holding hands. And both Mash and Soul have wonderful smiles on their faces. I think it was right after we went to America. Well, how about it, Da Vinci? How do you think Soul's doing? Singularity was a good deal more difficult this time around. Nobody expected this would turn out to be a battle against an actual military force. Soul could have run away or hidden, but he didn't give up. He's got a long way to go yet, as a mage, but as a master, he's doing well. At this rate, it won't be long until he becomes Chaldea's most famous master. You look so proud. It's good to see you putting your trust in others. But are you sure about this? Shouldn't we tell them something, at least? There are many kinds of secrets, but yours is basically a lie of omission at this point. If you think about it logically, when the truth about the relationship between you and the previous director comes to light, Soul might hate you. Well, yeah, still, I can't tell them. If the man claiming to be Solomon really is Solomon, that very secret will be our trump card. But if the enemy learns the truth and has time to prepare, we'll lose our advantage. I won't tell Soul, even to the very end. I see. Well, I guess that makes sense. It really is only effective if the enemy doesn't know. If that's what you've decided, I suppose I'll play along. That would be helpful. Thank you. It's not that I don't trust Soul, it's just that considering his circumstances, I'm an awful person. I'm leaving Soul in the dark about the most important thing. But I'm glad he came to Chaldea. A normal person and not a mage. Yeah, Da Vinci, instead of a prominent genius like you saving humanity, it would be better for an ordinary, pure-hearted person like him to save the world with help of those around him. Wouldn't that be more of a display of mankind's worth and value? That's what King Solomon believed, and I think so too. Though King Solomon and I are practically different people at this point. After all, he didn't have any human sentiments. What does that mean? Are you saying he was cold and heartless until the end? No, it's something far simpler. You see, every hero starts off human. They might have the blood of a god or be the subject of a prophecy, but few are ever born heroes. First, they live human lives. They live lives as normal people until something pushes them beyond that, and they become true heroes and become inhuman. That's right. Sure, I was born a genius, but I lived a quiet life until I was old enough to make my own decisions. It felt natural, good even, to be praised as a genius, but even the experiences of my youth were irreplaceable. Once you become a hero, you're no longer free. True freedom only lasts for as long as you're human. That's true for all heroic spirits. Wait a minute, are you saying King Solomon... Yeah, you got it. There was never a time when Solomon was human. From birth, he was treated as a king who could hear the voice of God. The people wanted him to be king, and so he became one. He was said to be a king of many loves, but in truth they were all desired by the people around him, not for his own sake. He was not free for a single second of his life. He may have had the power to see everything, but he was forbidden to give his own opinions on anything. Solomon was more a mechanism than a man, one made by God and mankind to better their greater kingdom. There's nothing humane about him at all. He died without ever really experiencing the world as a man. He was never afforded the freedom that is humanity. So that's why you wish to be human. You can't interact with the real world as a heroic spirit. That's why many servants wish to be incarnated. Solomon didn't want to rule again. He just wanted to be human. He wanted to know what a human freedom was, like so badly. He wanted to let every other heroic spirit experience in life. Yes, and so he was reborn. As me, King Solomon's wish was granted. My time as Romani Archman has been wonderful. My magical secrets were gone, my clairvoyance was gone, and I was able to be truly free and live however I wished. This time I've had, it's been like a strange dream. It was exactly what I wanted. By the way, how did you get the nickname Roman? Was it a coincidence? No way. Of course it meant something. People in King Solomon's day didn't have the mental flexibility humans do now. They could think as a society, but not really as individuals. There wasn't much individualism. Many people could think freely if given the chance, but the basic mentality was that everyone obeyed the laws laid down by God. So when I learned the word romance, I was surprised, and even delighted. The freedom to dream of a future, the ambition to look for a better tomorrow, to know that the people who come after us would be capable of these things. I'm not entirely comfortable with the fact that the word romance comes from the word Rome, but that doesn't really matter. Even the mighty Rome that threatened Israel in the days of King Harold is now gone. The world of man changes, and if it is the midst of these changes, good things grow, so be it. Anyway, I like the idea so much I wanted people to call me Roman. When I became human, I wished to live like that from the bottom of my heart. Sheesh, when you say it like that, I don't have the heart to make fun of you for it. But are you sure if you go down this path, you'll lose that freedom of yours? It's been more than a decade, huh? It went by so fast. But it's okay, Sol is here. As long as he becomes a good master, there will have been meaning in my time here. I could ask for no greater reason for this human existence, and more than makes up for the freedom I could have had. It's time for the briefing. I'm going to head to the command room. See you later, Leonardo. I'm counting on you to take care of things when I'm no longer around. The decade you've spent all that time working yourself to the bone, desperately trying to escape and avert the end of mankind you saw when you became human. There was no romance there, only a nightmarish existence, a hellish freedom, but it was indeed worth it. Yeah, King Solomon never really got his wish to live as a human. But congratulations, your wish came true, Romani Archman. Sol is a full-fledged master now, and worthy of the great cause. Well, he's maybe still a little unreliable, but that's something to work on in the future. And grade bestowed. Cause. Huh. That's interesting. And Lord Camelot has leveled up. And we're back to the title screen. Which means I do think that we are at the end of this live stream. Provided nothing new pops up, that is. Servant profile for Horatio hasn't been updated. Servant profile for Solomon has been updated. Friend points gained. And I can't even... There's no signs of any of the beasts in there. Ooh, I got a nice little golden trim. That's cool. But, unfortunately, or rather fortunately, with Solomon officially defeated, I am going to call an end to this live stream. Again, thank you all so very much for coming out to watch this final Singularity with me. It has been one hell of a ride, and I'm very much anticipating the future ones to come. Once again, there is that giveaway when King Hassan drops, so if you aren't following yet, be sure to follow me and you have a chance to win $30 in iTunes or Apple gift cards from America. But for now, I've been Solrak Dragon. Thank you again all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to talk to you all. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next stream. Have a fantastic day, everybody.